not losing a leg or anything. You know, where he's going to come back better than ever because that's in his DNA. That's who he is. And in fact, I just listened to Jim Kelly speak last night. And, he was talking about his adversity and his situation and told him he'd never throw again when he had shoulder surgery. And, he's in the Hall of Fame. This is a guy that, again, has made the right things. He'll do what he's got to do and with the rehab. And, I'd be surprised if he doesn't play at some point this year. Probably going to be latter part of the year as opposed to the early part of the year. But at some point, he'll have a chance to get out there and play at some point during his freshman year. So, but listen, he's got a great future, and I don't have any doubt he'll overcome this. But unfortunately, it's a part of it.
He's a heavy dub. You don't feel like Travis did something wrong on the play?
No, heck no. Travis didn't even touch him on it. He just cut and he just kind of went out from under it. No, Travis didn't do anything. Travis was trying to hold him up. So he just went down when he cut.
Thinking about something like a medical waiver, is that something you would think about maybe later in the year or nah?
No. He redshirted last year, and I would be very surprised if he could do any type of hardship or something like that. He's got 4 years ago to go to that. Those are for extreme things. Like I said, I expect him to be back at some point, this year. He just won't be playing in September. I don't mean he's not playing in November. It's a long process. You go through it. Hey, Adrian Peterson tore his ACL, came back, he was NFL MVP the next year. So we got great doctors, and who knows? Maybe it's not an ACL. That's what they think it is. But you got to do the MRI tomorrow.
Hang on, we're here.
I hate it. It's disappointing, but I know other guys will step up and rally around him, and he's not by himself. We'll help him get through it. And when he comes back, he'll be, like I said, he'll be better than ever, no doubt about it. Cole, I thought was outstanding. And it was interesting to see, how our team, ours team came out, jumps way up, and then the other team just competes their tail off right back in it, and that was good to see. It was a very competitive game, and I just really what I wanted to say. I want to see guys compete and play with some enthusiasm, and a lot of big plays were made all throughout the game. I'm anxious to watch the tape and see how we did with some of the matchups that we had in place. But I thought Cole did an excellent job. I thought Nick Schuessler and Donnie Mack, came in there and did a heck of a job. Those two guys haven't had near the reps that Chad and Cole and Taj have had. And they went out there and, that's what it's all about, being prepared when your opportunity comes. And those guys performed very well.
What'd you see out of those offensive linemen?
Did some good things. I thought Mac Lane showed up and probably had one of his better days. We'll see the tape, but I thought he did a really good job today. He's just a guy that's going to get better and better. I mean, this is his first, he's had 15 days as a true offensive lineman as far as spring practice, and really pleased with it. He's going to be a great player in time. He's not a great player today, but he's a much improved player from start of spring to the end of spring. So it's good to see him out there. But I thought they did some good things. That's some. There's battles going on every play with our defensive line and our offensive line. And when you have that type of competition and toughness on both sides, you're just going to get better. And that's what we're going to do.
Seems like those other guys that got dinged serious about it?
I don't think so. I think everybody else was okay. Sam Cooper's the other one that I got to confirm that. But initially, they felt like he wasn't as serious. But again, don't really know 100% on that.
Are you satisfied with how you finished?
Yeah.
The spring?
Yeah. I mean, again, I thought we had 3 good scrimmages, had 2 true scrimmages, and then split the team today. And anytime you split your team, there's going to be you're going to get a little diluted in a few areas. But I thought they just competed hard, and I thought the guys who had opportunities to step up did that. And I think that we achieved our goals and objectives. And you always wish you could have gotten a little bit more done. You get a little greedy. Boy, wish we'd had another week. But we're in a good spot. From a get ready standpoint. Now we've got to go back to work Monday and really, start the transformation process between now and August camp, because that's really what this next phase in this journey is. Transforming our minds mentally, our bodies physically, and coming back better from this experience and better from the summer program. So this is going to be a fun team, to coach, because again they want to win, they're about the right things, and I'll be excited to get back to work there.
It seemed like Vic and Grady in particular really disruptive on that defensive front.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you see in practice every day. Vic Beasley is a very hard guy to block because he's kind of put two and two together, and I'm excited about him. He's just going to be a junior. He's got a chance to be very disruptive. And Grady Jarrett was our defensive MVP last year as a sophomore. It's a big TIG, so you certainly would expect him to follow that up with a great spring, and that's what he's done.
I think there were 90 offensive plays in the first half, and Chad said that still wasn't enough. I mean, how fast can the offense go in 2013?
Well, who knows? Who knows? We just want to be good and efficient and score a bunch of points, and don't let the other team score near as many. We can do that, we're going to be all right.
Yeah, but what's your take on corner?
I think we're in decent shape coming out of spring. Breland rolled his ankle the other day and wasn't able to go today. But between Breland and Peters and Darius Robinson and Martin Jenkins gives us some flavor there, a little seasoning. We got a little experience. I think all four of those guys have played. We've won with all four of those guys. We need them to get better. And, I don't have any doubt they're going to do that because there's competition amongst that group. And then we got some really good players coming in here to add to it. A little more concerned about safety. But like I said, all four of those guys have played. But at safety, we don't have anybody that started the game. At safety, Travis has played a lot last year, but he hadn't started safety. Robert has got 2 years of experience, kind of like Meeks did his first 2 years, but he hadn't started. And then behind him, you got Bill Hagan, Jadar. That's the area I'm a little more concerned with, just from the experience.
Concerned, but do you feel like the ceiling may be a little higher at safety than we can?
Well, I think we're going to be fine at safety. I really think Travis and Robert have a chance to be very, very productive for us. I like the talent that we have in Jadar and Gohagen, and I love the guys that are coming in here. So, collectively, we'll come out of it better. Whether somebody gets beat out or somebody gets moved, however this thing shakes out, we'll find a good 2 deep in the secondary.
At one point,
all with Cat today.
No. I'll be concerned if the lights were really on and that scoreboard was for real. Other than that, I'm not concerned. Obviously didn't have a good day, but maybe he had something in his grits this morning. I don't know. But that old boy will be ready. Don't worry about him.
at one point this
battle continues into the fall, starting off.
Oh yeah. We're a long way away from. I wish Isaiah Battle would have just snagged it, didn't do it, made progress. In fact, I thought he did some good things. He showed me some things today. He had a good block one time, switched off, and then he goes and makes a tackle or an interception. And those are the things you love to see out of a young player, just starting to kind of develop the motor. But he's at some point, I don't know when, he's kind of like Vic Beasley. I don't know when. I wish I could, if I could predict that, this would be the easiest job in America. But at some point, lights will go on. He's going to be a great player. Same thing with Max. Same thing with Joe Gore. Shaq Anthony, he'll do what he's got to do academically and dig himself out of the hole he put himself in last fall. He could get back in the mix because he started 2 games for us last year, so he can do it. It's just a matter of him being available. We'll see. But again, we're a big work in progress in the OL, and that's just because we got competition. We don't have, it's not set, and I don't have any problem with that right now, to be honest with you.
How much will Jordan Leggett be in your plans coming in the fall?
I don't know. It's up to him. We love Sam Cooper, and it's a shame he couldn't finish out there today. And I think you see why we love Stanton Seconder. He's got the ability to stretch the field and can outrun people. Very, very good football player. We love J.J. McCullough. He's going to be outstanding. He's not ready yet, but he will be, and he'll be a factor at some point. But Leggett, and y'all heard me talk a lot about him this spring. He's just cool as cucumber. I mean, just nothing fazed him. He just gets it. He's just one of those guys that's got great instincts, and and picks things up very well. And I don't have any doubt he'll be a factor for us. He's gonna be a heck of a player.
The decision not to play Taj, was that an executive decision?
No, I mean that was a decision we made way back. You know, we really made the decision. You know, coming into spring, you know, this last week, really wanted to kind of, you know, taper him back. I think all know what Taj can do. I don't really need him to go out there in a spring game and go up and down the field. I really wanted to see Chad and Cole take their teams and continue and really compete, and that's what we did this week. You know, I wasn't concerned about him getting hurt or anything like that. Again, I mean, these guys they're in purple jerseys. We don't beat them up or anything like that, but you know, anything can still happen. We don't practice in fear or anything like that. It's just the game is what it is. But you know, I hated that we didn't get to, you know, see Chad all day. But at least everybody got to see a little glimpse of what that guy can do.
Sammy Watkins may have played a little bit more than some I thought. Was that part of working with those quarterbacks, or just?
No, we don't have a lot of wideouts right now. We got some guys coming in here. We don't have 6 out there on scholarship that are ready to